Hey everyone, today we're diving into the amazing world of cellular respiration. How your cells create energy. Think of it as your body's power plant. We'll break it down into four easy steps: glycolysis, Krebs cycle, electron transport chain, and chemiosmosis. We will begin with the first step, glycolysis. Glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm. Glycolysis begins with glucose 6-carbon, which undergoes phosphorylation, using 2-ATP to form fructose 1,6-biphosphate 6-carbon. This molecule then undergoes lysis, splitting into 3-carbon triose phosphate molecule. Each triose phosphate is further processed through oxidation and phosphorylation, generating 2 ATP per molecule. Finally, dephosphorylation occurs, yielding pyruvate 3-carbon and a net gain of 2 ATP per glucose molecule. Moving on to the next step, the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle occurs in the mitochondrial matrix. The Krebs cycle, also known as the citric acid cycle, begins with acetyl-CoA combining with oxacetate to form citric acid. This 6-carbon molecule undergoes a series of redox reactions, releasing 2 molecules of carbon dioxide. These reactions involve the reduction of NAD+ to NADH and FAD to FADH2, which are electron carriers. 1 ATP molecule is also generated through substrate-level phosphorylation. The cycle regenerates oxaloacetate, allowing the process to continue for the second time, which gives us a net gain of 2 ATP molecules. The next step would be the electron transport chain. This occurs in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. In the electron transport chain, electrons from NADH and FADH2 are passed along a series of protein complexes embedded in the inner mitochondrial membrane. This electron transfer pumps protons H+ from the mitochondrial matrix into the intermembrane space, creating a proton gradient. Oxygen acts as the final electron acceptor, forming water. The proton gradient drives ATP synthase, which uses the flow of protons back into the matrix to synthesize ATP. This process generates the majority of ATP produced during cellular respiration, which have the total net gain of 36 ATP molecules. And lastly, the last step of cellular respiration, chemiosmosis. Chemiosmosis occurs in the chloroplast during photosynthesis and in the mitochondria during respiration. Chemiosmosis utilizes the proton gradient established across the inner mitochondrial membrane during electron transport. NADH provides electrons to a proton pump, which transports protons from the mitochondrial matrix into the intermembrane space. This creates a high concentration of protons in the intermembrane space. Protons then flow back into the matrix through ATP synthase. an enzyme that uses this energy to synthesize ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate, PI. This ATP synthesis is driven by the electrochemical gradient of protons. So we started first with glucose, broke it down with so many steps and ended up with a whole lot of ATP. That's cellular respiration in a nutshell. Goodbye everyone!